What's up, guys? My name's Astar. TB8's chilling behind me here. First question: am I getting a better webcam? Is it the potato that's currently recording me? Maybe. But yes, I am. It has not come yet. It was supposed to come in the mail about a week ago. It has not come yet. So they're supposed to be sending it to me. So we'll see how that goes. But I still wanted to get together and talk to you guys about the current state of the game, what's coming, what's here, and what to expect, I guess, for the next few months. And so I guess the first big topic, which I talked about in my last video, was 3PO, right? So I was lucky enough to guess that he was here first week of June, and will be here, I believe, through tomorrow. So, oh man, it was tough for me. I did not have Papu or Logray, so I had to use Wicket Elder both G12, Scout G10, Trippa G10, and then Tibo G8 to get through it. And it took some tries. It really it took a significant amount of tries, but I yeah, I persevered. I got through. It was not easy, and I'm glad to never have to do that event again. It was pretty brutal. So for those still working at it, I hope that you get it. I really do. And like I said in my previous video, I would say stack your Wicket. If you've got Wicket, stack your Elder. Um, what I did personally, without having either Papu or Logray, I loaded crit damage on all of them. So I put my Revan mods on Wicket, and then I put my split GK and Jolie mods on Elder, and then kind of just passed it down from there as far as damage goes. I think I put my Django mods on Ewok Scout so that you could actually hit pretty hard. But it's a tough event. It's a really tough event. And it's so RNG heavy. You pretty much just have to run it until you get the opening salvo right. So you go through it, and if Elder survives, and I would say if you have all full Eops alive, then it's worth trying with Elder included. And probably also, unfortunately, if Chewie's not stealth, which is a big problem, because if you can eliminate Chewie quickly, then you can take the event. That's the big what if, right? That's the big, like, if you can kill Chewie, then the rest of it is pretty manageable. With him alive, it's not so much. So that's 3PO. I hope you guys got him. I hope you guys will get him. Yeah, he's very important for, depending on where you're at within your, how your guild's doing right now. He puts up massive damage in the raids. Sith raid, tank raid. He can, he's in the team that can solve the tank raid. He can do crazy amounts of damage in the Sith raid. So he's incredibly important there, which makes you probably assume that he's going to be very important down the road for raid damage in some kind of team, whether it's JPR or whoever it is. But yeah, he's going to be important. So having him 7-star, getting him 7-star, I would strongly recommend it if you can this time around. And that brings us to our friend Darth Revan. Double drops. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, Cub said a lot. I don't think he was necessarily wrong. They haven't felt like double drops so far. There have been moments where it's like, oh, maybe I got one or two more shards more than I thought I would. There have been a lot more moments, I think, where it seems like, oh, I refreshed twice and got two shards of Juhani because of that. Is that worth it? Should I just buy them from the weekly shipment? Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, for me, depending on how you're doing in arena fleet, squad fleet, or squad fleet, squad arena, I would use those crystals on Juhani and Karth, assuming those are the two that you need. Those are the two that I need. People could, be going for other ones, but I would assume those are the two that most people are trying to go for right now. I would just straight up use the fleet and remake crystals for them. Because they're guaranteed. Worst case scenario, you burn hopefully a stack that you have and you come again. you you build it up again, you spend it on something else that you need to spend it on. But I think right now, I don't think you want to miss Darth Revan this time around. Especially with championships, with Grand Arena coming up. I think he's going to be really important. Really, really important. So I would say 100%. If you could swing it with crystals, no matter how you do crystals, if you're free to play, whale, minnow, dolphin, kraken, whatever terminology they throw around these days, uh, I would try to swing Darth Revan this time around. I think it's going to be pretty important because having both Revans in your squad is going to put two teams on the board for you that people are going to have to focus on. And they're not going to be able to beat without either Revans or probably a really strong CLF. I mean, you tell me what else can beat them? I mean, there's a handful of teams, maybe, that can, but not consistently, right? And so if you have the two Revans, that immediately sets two teams on the board where you say, whether you put them on defense or offense, come out and get me, right? And it also means that if you're matched up with somebody that doesn't have both Revans, you can put one on the board and just say, this is a win, right? Even if they burn their Revan to get my Revan, then I still have Darth Revan on offense, right? So it's still a win because they can pretty much beat any other team they can put out there. So if you can, and I know it's a double drops and how everything's going, I know it's going to be a struggle. Try to get Darth Revan this time around. I think it will affect your Grand Arena championships especially. I think it'll help you get out with TW. I'm not trying to push anybody to spend money because I'm not about that. But if I I think people should get DR this time around. I really do, because I think it's kind of like the cycle where, the previous cycle where the second cycle with JKR, where he came back around and people either got him or didn't, or even you remember how hard Arnold regretted not getting JKR the first time around. I mean, it's that big of a difference maker. I really think it's going to be that big of a difference maker. I think if you want to stay competitive, I think you need to get Darth Revan this time around. I really do. And then at least build the foundation of the trio with him, Batsla, and HK. And then kind of, there's a few teams you can work around there. If you're not going to get Malik, then Sith Trooper is the pretty obvious choice for the fourth, usually. And then teams mix, Thrawn in there. They mix Grandmaster Yoda, uh, Cyan, Nihilus, Night Sisters, droids. You kind of just have to figure out, until you get Malik, if you're not going to get Malik, how to make that team fit. Myself personally, I would probably run Sith Trooper and Thrawn. I think is probably the most, at least, annoying team that I face when I play them against DRs. That's what I would recommend probably running. But yeah, so that covers 3PO and Darth Revan, and we've even begun to talk about Geonosian territory battles. And I mean, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I am really, really excited for this because I want a challenge. Now we are, my guild personally, we are only 130 mil plus, and we're still looking for a challenge. Like Seth Raid, we beat around 85, 90 mil. That was tough. That was cool. We all got together as a guild, prepared for it, got ready for it, took care of it. That was awesome. So we've all been kind of, hovering in limbo, waiting for the next big thing to come out. I think this might be it, and I really hope this might be it, because end game players right now, what are they fighting for? What are they pushing for? Malik? I mean, obviously he's the strongest character in the game right now, and he is the arena theme to shoot for right now. But you don't have to get, and you don't have to get, so I mean, like, you can get him or you can. And so what else is pushing you in the game right now? And I think TB Geonosians is going to be the next thing that really separates. I'm not going to say the haves from the have-nots, but I'm going to say the guilds that have intentions of moving forward versus those that don't. I think it's going to separate those. So my recommendation, if you are finding yourself in a stagnant guild, or finding yourself in a place where, I don't know, you feel like you're contributing more than you're getting back, I would look towards a guild that is pushing for the new TV, and also I would look towards guilds that are doing that are not necessarily like massive guilds that are still going to say, oh, you can't finish top 10 in the set raid, right? Because that's kind of a big deal for a lot of people still, right? The top 10 set raid awards, the have-nots, whatever. But if I were a younger-ish player, that's what I would push for. Look for a guild that's pushing for getting stars in the new Geonosian TB without restrictions for, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's what I look for. But anyway, I just wanted to get back and talk with you guys. Webcam's coming, I promise. The quality is going to get better. It will improve. Beatings will continue until Morale improves, I promise. My haircut will improve. Everything will improve. BB-8's got a haircut coming. I'm actually, her name is actually Baby. I'm just working on getting her a wig and getting her in full character. But it's gonna happen sooner, probably rather than later. But anyway, guys, I'm Astar. This is Baby chilling. It's good talking to you guys. I hope you like the videos, and I hope you like the content. And I will continue trying to put them out and talk to me. Hopefully you know the drill. You probably don't by now, but even so, fracture that annihilate. No, fracture the annihilate button. No, no, fracture the like button. Annihilate the subscribe button 100% and drop a comment, please. Because it's good to talk to you guys. It's good to hear from everyone in the community about what's going on. I guess or what everything it's going down because Crumb's always got something going on. PG's always got something going on. Carrie had the podcast, which is kind of a big deal. But she said like 2 things in 2 hours. And it was alright. But I've seen worse. She, no, it was okay. That's my 5-second word. But anyway, good seeing you guys. I'll catch you guys soon. Alright? I'm Astar. Peace out.